This two-tone gray 1938 Ford is an all-steel body with an excellent original undercarriage. If you go to our website at coyoteclassics.com, you're going to see just how solid the floors are. The body's super solid on it. It's an older restoration, but in my opinion, when it was done, it was sure done right. The body's straight, the paint's nice, with the exception of chips and wear and tear of it being a little older restoration. They did go ahead and they painted the bumper and grille, and they did all that chromatic. As far as the rest of the chrome around the headlight eyebrows and stuff was all re-chromed, it looks like, during the restoration. That looks really nice. They put an aluminum radiator with an electric fan, still powered by a flathead V8 with a 3-speed manual on the floor. Does have a 12-volt battery in it, so it's been converted to a 12-volt system. Plugs, plug wires, stuff like that, recent tune-up. Engine seems to run real well. The electric fan comes on when the temperature gets to a certain temp on it. Doesn't run all the time. It's on a thermostat. It does have a hood prop rod. I'll go ahead and put that back in the car. Paint's always hard to describe, but as I mentioned before, in my opinion, the car was really done right. I'm guessing probably 10, 15, 20 years ago. So it does have, if we look around the edges, it's got a couple little, it's got some little chips, stuff like that here and there, but the paint was laid down really nicely. If you look here, it's just got little bug chips, stuff like that. Over time, you got just little specks of surface rust where the paint's chipped. You've got some of that up here too. Some more right along this edge here, on the edge of the hood, just where the paint's been chipped off. If we look at the fenders, it's super nice and smooth all through here. There's no blisters or bubbles anywhere in that passenger side fender. Tires are 225/60 16s. Hubcaps and trim rings and stuff look like they were re-chromed back during the restoration. The rubber on the original steel running boards are all solid. As far as our fender braces, all that kind of stuff. If you look at the floor pans, all that seems nice and solid. Just along all the edges here, like there's just a hint of surface rust just along these edges where the paint is chipped just a little bit. Here also it's got two little hints of surface rust where the paint is chipped to bare metal. Obviously, with that being said, this car was taken down obviously to bare metal. That's why when you're seeing the chips through this coat of paint and the primer, that's why you're having that little bit of surface rust tint coming through. We also have a little crack in the paint, a little chip right here. It's got brand new, or like new I should say, dual exhaust. Exhaust sounds good. It's got tail lights, turning signals. Turn signals all works. Got a license plate light, that all works as well. If we look up and down the sides, just a nice straight car. Our glass on the passenger side is excellent. It's like new glass. Does have a passenger side mirror. And when they did the restoration, you can just see here, they did just as nice a job on the jams as they did on the rest of the car. Not a show car anymore, but it probably was when it was done. Look at our corners of the doors here. Here at the top, all the way around. They put the two-tone, they did it just like that in the jams as well. Just a nice quality restoration when it was done. Same thing with the dash, beautiful dash. We got some paint chipping and stuff like that on the gear shift knob, a few spots on the steering wheel. It's got the Ford assemblies in the door panels, the dome lights work on both sides. Headliners all been replaced, visors, rear view mirror. Open up the glove box, that's all been redone in there as well. The trunk's all carpeted. It does have seat belts in the front, no seat belts in the rear. Definitely a lot of room for leg room and stuff behind the seats. Door panels, stuff like that's all in great shape. Back door panels are nice. It's all recovered. Everything is probably, I'm guessing it looks like kind of a 90s style. Doors shut nice. I'll go ahead and shut that again. Just shut really nice and latch nice. Chrome of the door handles in good shape. No smoke out the tailpipes. Backsplash pan's in good shape. We do have like a little paint imperfection here in the clear coat, it looks like. No, it's got a bunch of little chips and stuff like that I'm missing, I'm sure. Like right along here, you can see where the paint is chipped. We got a little surface rust to the because that's down to bare metal there. As far as the roof goes, I don't see any dents or ripples anywhere in the roof. That's all nice and clean. Some little paint imperfections in this area right in here. Little paint chip right here. But really nice body lines all the way up and down the door gap. It seems good. Really nice fender. If you look right in here, there's a little discoloration maybe in the clear coat right here. But really solid car. Here again, door jamb paint all looks good. Bottom corner of the, I don't think this car is ever rusty at all in my opinion. For as old as it is, it's super solid. This little chip paint right here. Other than that, the inside the door jamb all looks really good. As far as our gauges go, sitting here running for quite a while. It carries a ton of oil pressure. It's got 40 pounds oil pressure on idle. It's running 190 for temp. Fuel gauge, a new fuel gauge over here, that works. Turning signals do work. Horn is not working. Over here is the choke. Trying to think where the heater is, if there's a heater fan on it or not. Yep. Sounds like that's the heater there. As far as the gauges and stuff, it's got, when they did the restore, it looks like they got all these gold, probably new gauges at that time. The amp gauge seems to work, but other than that, the rest of the gauges, the other three are right down here. Those factory gauges don't work up there. Speedometer does work. I don't know how accurate it is. We'll kind of find out when we take her down the highway, but it does work. Seems to shift good first, second. Shifts nice and smooth down there to third. As of right now, speedometer at 30 mile an hour seems very accurate. I mean, guys, this is a 1938 steel body Ford with a flat head and the 3-speed. Not much has been street rotted here, guys. Pretty much stock, runs and drives just like a 38 should. Front suspension feels real decent on it. You don't have to hurt it down the road. No hands on the wheel, goes straight down the road. Brakes seems to stop fine. They're a little bit choppy. Like I said, they're all original style brakes still. really sounds good going down the road. Our speedometer looks like it was really accurate at 30, 40, 50, something like that. It's bouncing a little bit up here at the 60 mark. We're doing probably 60 mile an hour. And really until 60 mile an hour, the steering wheel didn't shake at all. You got just a little bit of shake up here at 60. Get back down to the 50, 55. No shake on the wheel at all. Goes smooth down the road. Said one finger on the steering wheel, it's going straight down the road, guys. Really rides and drives nice. But it does have a shake once we get over that 60 mile an hour mark, 65. It seems like it wants to go 55, 60 all day long, just under that. No shake. Got to remember that its car's 80 years old. Picks up speed good, yeah. Same thing as with accelerating. We go through the brakes nice and easy on it. Brakes seem to work. Downshift a nice a second. There we go. Downshift to first. Got a little grind going in there, but I don't think it's synchroed. Right into reverse. Just one of those cars, guys, you just can't slam on the brakes right at the corner. You have to ease into them. Second. Nice shift down to third. I said this thing cruises right down the road, really nice. One of those cars, there's a stop sign up there. Said the brakes work, they got a little pull to the right, but you're not going to stop on a dime. We'll go ahead and start it off on third and see how we do there. Starts right off on third. Cool car.